What about this day, this moment? What are your thoughts? Is there a story of graduation or a story of Matthew's education you'd care to share?
Actually, I thought it was going to be more historic and moving than it was, because Matthew would always tell me that he was going to look at me and see that I was crying, which I didn't when he graduated.
So what did that day mean to you?
It meant triumph that he had to me, he had, and this was my mission, to allow him to have every single experience. The only experience he didn't have by the time he graduated that every other kid did was driving.
Right.
And that's not really an educational, goal.
It's like a rite of passage to some
It's
degree,
a rite of
especially
passage.
in the South.
Absolutely. But he did everything else. And it took tons and tons and tons of advocacy. The summer before he graduated, when he got his job at Chuck E. Cheese, the job thing was more of a relief than getting his diploma, or his certificate is really what he got. And then fighting for his right to have continued education after he crossed the stage. To my knowledge, no one in our state has had the kind of community services he got from the school system his post-senior year. He had 3 years where he had an intensive reading program. He had a community living program that was carried out by the staff from the school board, but he did not return to the campus, which is what everybody else does. He maintained his job, but he also learned how to ride the bus, how to shop, how to cook, how to clean. All of those were instructors from the Board of Education and people from vocational rehabilitation. And people from vocational rehabilitation even came to his IEP meeting to advocate that the school board take responsibility for community education. And like I said, to my knowledge, even though I tell people all the time, it was great for Matthew that we kicked down the doors, but the doors are closed. Nobody else takes advantage of it. So I had to play that role. And you and Courtney, in a certain sense, paid a price for that. And in other ways, it made it easier too, because everybody at all those schools knew your mother.
Right.
So I think there were good things, benefits and deficits from your experience and Courtney's experience because of that. But it was not easy on me, my personality, to play that role.
Advocate.
Oh, and teacher. I had to teach all of those teachers what to do. None of them, even the ones with PhDs, didn't know how to keep data, didn't know how to record progress. He succeeded in spite of most of those educators.
Because of you.
And really because of Matthew. Matthew is his best advocate right there because he's so genuine. He's so genuine. He is never conniving or trying to figure out or strategize or whatever. He just is. And he's so cooperative and tries so hard to be the right person. And helping him learn to love himself and to love his disability, I'm as proud of that as anything.
Welcome to the not picture that I have disability is because no one can like fun of me because I have disability, and this is my whole life. I grown up and turned 13 years old, and then I turned 10. Thank you. Welcome to my picture, and no one can make fun of me because I have disability right there. I'm growing up like a teenager until I'm 13 years old. And then I'm a teenager, have mustache, and that's the end. Thank you. Thank you.
Matthew has worked very hard all his life to ensure his right to assess the same childhood experience that children without disabilities experience. Susan Ellis, Betty Foster's mother. This is what Matthew said. And Teddy, you said this stuff.
.4 p.m. Hey, Susan. I'm sorry I did not get to touch base with you before today. However, I really want to leave you a message, and I hope that you never get tired of me saying thank you for how much you've affected my life. Today at an IEP meeting, another girl was included more full-time with her peers, and it's because of how you empowered me to do my job and the seeds that you're planting. I'm just so thankful to you because it is just such an honor to be able to see other students included in general education who were told that they couldn't be there, and the parents whose lives are being changed, like mine, because of the fact that they see hope, they see possibilities, and some of their dreams come true. I'm sorry, it's still emotional because every time I go through this to experience it, it's like I'm experiencing it all over again. But just know, you make such a difference. You mean so much. I will forever be so grateful and indebted to you. I appreciate you for all that you have done, that you continue to do, and I just want you to know that I love you. I adore you. And even though some individuals who have met me have not met you, I share with them how much you've influenced our lives and helped change EJ's life. And I want you to really understand how important you are to so many people. Keep doing what you're doing. It's making a difference. And it's just amazing to see the seeds begin to sprout. And today was just another reminder. I was just in awe. I didn't have to say much in this meeting because of what I shared with her beforehand. And we've had, a couple of meetings, one in person, and tons of phone calls like you and I have had. But I'm able to give back what you gave so many days to me and so many nights of your...
To forward this message, press 2. To delete the message, press 3. To replay this message, press 4.